Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is happy and living out their purpose. I'm Despina Nicola from Dare to Begin Life Coaching, and we're looking today at embracing community, embracing what I like to say whānau, or whānau familia, in Greek, igogenia. So we're looking at embracing the community and how important community is in our well-being. And I want to pay tribute to Matthew Perry, who unfortunately passed away on the 28th of October. May he rest in peace. And today we're going to be looking at how community, or how family, or how there are three pillars basically that can help us in this journey of fighting addiction. I would say the first one would be spirit, or God, or Buddha, or I don't know, whatever you want to call Allah, whatever you believe in, but something more powerful than us. Number two is community, or other people that can pull you through this journey of your addiction, the downward spiraling. And the third one is taking the responsibility yourself in this, because unfortunately addictions are like demons, and it's a good way of taking you, it's a good way of the demons, that's their way of taking you down the downward spiral, because addictions are much stronger than we are. They're a lot stronger than we are, unfortunately. And we have to have other people's support in order to be able to get through it. I wholeheartedly believe in the power of community, God, and ourselves to go through this. It's about one thing that all religions have in common, and that is compassionate giving. And there's no way we can do this without that. We have to rise above the struggles, and we definitely need other people to walk shoulder to shoulder, and more so people that have been through the struggle, people that have gone down the hole, and people that have been able to get out. If you want to look at Alcoholics Anonymous, how people have actually gone down that hole, and they're the people that have got out of the hole, and they're pulling people out of the hole. It's those people that understand the challenges, and they understand the battles that these people are caught in that hole. And so the path to recovery, it is scary, because you're dealing with a demon. When you've got an addiction, it's bloody daunting, because the demon has got you, and he's got you, and the only way you can get out is by three things: God, community, and taking the responsibility and doing the work yourself. Hence, I think I just love Alcoholics Anonymous. And there's a 12-step program in Alcoholics Anonymous, and I have witnessed a transformation of a friend of mine who actually went through this transformation, and she had spiraled into the abyss of alcoholism, and she had reached rock bottom, and boy, her family suffered, her children suffered, and it was in the rooms of AA where she was able to fight her addiction, and she truly came out of it with remarkable hope, and she had this unwavering support of a loving community. And just the meetings are like this sacred place where individuals can actually accept what they have done, accept and take responsibility and admit to other people what they have done. And they can openly share their struggles and triumphs. And then you've got the other sponsors who have been down that hole, and those sponsors are actually mentors for the people that are actually in the hole. And they're like guiding lights, this journey towards, it's just this light of recovery. So anybody, I mean, Matthew Perry, I just want to cry. He could have been saved, and he tried to be saved, but the demons of addiction, they just took him down this downward spiral. Unfortunately, when you're stuck in addiction, it isolates you from the world. It's through this 12-step program. It's through this and the incredible strength of other people, being part of a community and being united with others, that you find the safety net, this unwavering encouragement, and this, I would say, this profound support to get over it. And so before we go into it, you can think of Carl Jung. Carl Jung, he's a psychologist, and he emphasized the power of unity, the power of an uplifting unity, the uplifting force of community, and the spiritual transformation that you can get from a power bigger than ourselves, bigger than people. That those twin pillars, you can get over addictions, but you have to take the responsibility first. You have to be able to be responsible enough to take the lead and actually want to change and shift your perspective. So let's look at my friend's testament of how she went from her self-centered addiction to calling to the higher power, calling to the community of AA, and how she was able to make a commitment to herself first, and then her family and the people that she loved, and how she was able to uplift herself, and how she was inspired to be now she's a mentor in AA. So the depths of how she went from basically dying from inside and being so so self-absorbed to rebirth. So let's just look at the 12 steps of AA. Let's go through it. There is a model in AA that they follow, and it's just growth. It's just growth. So first of all, step one is basically admitting that you have a problem and accepting that you cannot, your life has become unmanageable, that addiction is taken over. So step one is being brave enough to acknowledge and realizing that you have a problem, and basically asking for help, which is probably one of the most difficult things that people face, asking for help. Now, step two, it's actually being it's actually being awakened to the possibility that there is change, and having faith, and actually accepting that a higher power can help you, and there is hope and guidance. Actually being awakened. It's like waking up. Waking up. Step three is like you're marked with a consciousness, a decision to entrust your life, to give your life to a higher power, and making a commitment to the source and power of this community and the path to recovery. And step 4 to 7, it's like a deep journey, a journey within, a journey going through and reflecting on you, on your growth. It's honestly admitting and making maybe a timeline and going through the different parts of your life and how you are responsible, or how maybe it's not your fault, it's just how life is. I mean, shit happens, and you examine your past, you examine your behaviors, you acknowledge your mistakes, and steps 4 to 7, you're actually going through the willingness to let go of your character flaws, because we are born from light, but we develop flaws along the way in order to cope with life. We try to become resilient to pain, but we build these walls around us that is not truthful to who we are. We develop character flaws, and in those steps you're actually making positive changes, you're becoming aware. Steps 8 to 10, you're making amends, you're taking the responsibility, you're listing the individuals that you have harmed. So steps 4 to 7 is about your timeline, what happened to you, maybe the abuse, maybe how life happened, and but steps the next steps is sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. 8 to 10 is about you're emphasizing the responsibility of how you have harmed others, and you're fostering also your self-awareness of what happened to you and what you have done to others, and you're taking actions to amend your wrong, to amend what you have done wrong. So once you've done the work within yourself first, and making amends with other people, and actually seeing how you're responsible, it's time to go into a spiritual realm. 11 and 12, it's a deepened awakening of spirituality, and also it's seeking guidance. It's seeking guidance. First of all, it's becoming like accepting that you are God's child, and accepting the responsibility that goes with that. And it's the power that you understand your purpose and your strength, and the profound transformation urges you and pushes you like a big power to help others. You become the mentor that will take others, because you've become so one with yourself. You understand, and you become so one with the fact that you are the compassionate giver that all religions have in common. You become the compassionate giver, which is what we are. That's what we're born to do. That's why we're down here, to help others on their journey of recovery. And you learn about the principles that you've learned through this. It's a path of recovery, and anybody, like, this is basically dedicated to Matthew Perry, who was stuck. He was stuck in addiction, and no matter how powerful he was, no matter how big he was stuck there. And it does teach us the vulnerability of our vulnerabilities. It does teach us that, and just embracing the higher power. And it's about, that's what it's about. It's about reaching out and understanding that we are one, we're compassionate givers, and we can recover with this support. We become wiser, we become stronger, and it's a beautiful thing. Our resilience becomes much more. Yes, that's what it's about. Now, right, first of all, I'd like to say hello. Hello, John Ryan. I'm sorry I didn't see you in the last live. I'm so sorry. How are you? Good morning from across the miles. We love you, John. And my twin brother, George, thank you. You're always so loyal to me. You're always so loyal, always. Joanna. Hello, Joanna. I miss you too. Thank you. Marigo. Hello, Maria. Maria. Blessed be your beautiful daughter, Sophia. Richard, a big part of my opinion is they do. Unfortunately, Richard, people want to change, but the demon of the addiction is much. Could you close? The people of sorry about this. I've just lost my train of thought. Unfortunately, people want to change. People want to change, but the addiction is like a demon, and it's much stronger than people, and that's how the devil takes control of us. He uses powers like addiction, which are much stronger than us, to take control of us, but we are stronger than addictions. We have the power of the Lord, and we connect to spirit, and that can take, and we use people to help us through. Thank you, Richard. Now, John, hi. Parents are everything. Yes. John, I totally agree with you. John Vasil, I totally agree with you. We as parents should stand by our children, direct their paths, and try to help them through this. You're right. We have a big responsibility as children, as parents. Sorry, you're right. Thank you, George. Oh, Arita. Arita, your posts just totally make me cry and dare to begin. I love your posts, and thank you so much for watching. And you're such a big contributor to Dare to Begin. I so appreciate you. Thank you. So right. Keep posting, girl. Keep posting, girlfriend. Thank you so much for that. Yes, next week we're going to be along the same lines. We'll be looking at transformative journeys. And you guys, if you have friends that are struggling with addictions, point them towards groups like AA. Point them towards help with community. And unfortunately, if they don't want to change, they're not going to change. Unfortunately, it's up to the individual to change. But community, a higher spirit, I like to call God, but it's each to their own, We can all help each other, and with spirit we can change, and we can take out of the despair into a life that is compassionate, given, which gives us a purpose to be somebody that is worthy in this world, because that's what we are. We're all worthy, but we've got to allow God, and we've got to allow people to bring that out, and we can be the light for other people. Bring it on. Love you guys heaps. God bless you all, and have a blessed day, if it's a day for you, or an evening. Peace, love, and rainbows. And remember, you guys, we've got one life, so live your lives. Bye.